Most Lombards would follow suit, but this hardly made their relationship with the Church in Rome perfect. Speaking of, throughout the 7th century, as all this occurred, the papacy, the Church in Rome, had been gaining prominence. The origins and development of the Christian Church would require its own video to properly explain. However, by this point in history, the Church had already become a powerful and influential organization in both the East and the West. However, there were important structural differences between the Eastern Church, centered in Constantinople, and the Western Church, centered in Rome, and they did not always act in unison. The Eastern Church was heavily influenced by the Byzantine Emperor. Meanwhile, the Western Church asserted more independence from the emperor and other secular rulers, even arguing that they could contest them on spiritual matters, and that their authority was derived directly from God without secular rulers in between. The Roman Church's inability to rely on the emperor in this region, which increasingly belonged to the barbarians, only heightened their sense of and need for independence. The Western Church was headed by the Bishop of Rome. Bishops were often called papas, Greek for father, but ever since the reign of the highly influential figure of Leo I in the 5th century, the term increasingly became used to refer to the Bishop of Rome exclusively. From this word, we get the word pope. In 712, Liutprand became king of the Lombards. Liutprand's long reign would be conflict-ridden, but generally successful. The most prominent of these conflicts revolved around exploiting the rising tensions between the Byzantines and papacy to further his own interests, but he waged war on his other neighbors as well, including a new player entering the theater, the Islamic Umayyad Caliphate. The century prior, the forces of this new religion had come out of the Arabian Peninsula like a tidal wave, building an empire that would stretch from Iberia to the borders of India. Their chief foe at the time remained the Byzantine Empire. The Caliphate enjoyed numerous victories against the Byzantines, and weakened them considerably, a situation which the Lombards were happy to take advantage of. However, there was also concern that they could conquer all of Italy, as they had Iberia, and so Liutprand would wage war on pirates from the Caliphate. In doing so, he was able to acquire the island of Corsica from the Byzantines by promising to protect it.